So yeah, it's more of my personal relationship with God, but I can share it with the community, and that I think that helps the community, and the community helps me. It's just a beautiful dance, I guess.
Let's see, faith, fun, and fellowship. Fellowship part has a number of ladies that like to do the coffee hour after church. If there's events, there's a lot of planning with putting people in place for food and for serving that food. And then to have some groups here and there for fellowship. Gosh. A good part of it involves the ministry, helping Pastor be able to do the services that she does, doing the sanctuary as far as getting from season to season. It takes some good planning for that. For the worship that we do, it takes a lot of hands for that, just trying to get those pieces together.
Do you want to say what Donuts and Hammers is about, or how a meeting normally goes?
Well, we usually get together every other week on a Tuesday morning and sit down and have a cup of coffee and some donuts and just tell stupid stories like old guys do and have a few laughs. Then it's time to pick up the to-do list. You write for us.
Did you realize that Lisa came to current events yesterday? She attended it there in the California desert.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her to come, and the reason I did was because I was feeling somewhat overwhelmed by the degree of bad news in this country. And so I didn't think she would take time or maybe even be interested enough, but there she was, bigger than Dallas yesterday.
Somebody notices that I'm here. Somebody cares. If I want to talk, there's somebody to listen. If I need somebody to talk to me, I can listen to them. It's that kind of human connection.
We've had a number of people come up and tell how this church has warmed their hearts, welcomed them in, cared for each other. And that is most certainly true. You all know that because you're here and not somewhere else.
My husband and I, and Sarah was one at that time, and that would be 1975. We started the church. A very dear friend now, Ivona, was doing preschool, and of course she honed in on my 1-year-old. And but everyone was so friendly when we started. It was immediately our home. So we've raised our children in this church. Our daughter, of course, has remained a member here, and it's a very important part of her life.
I think it's so nice it kind of came full circle. You start with Miss Ivona teaching preschool to Sarah. Now Sarah is basically one of our main children's moment and childcare, children's ministry people here.
Yes.
Even the kids helping each other. We've done things before where the 6th graders have gone down and read to the 1st and 2nd graders, or when somebody was hurt out on the playground. They genuinely care for each other. They are they've become
siblings.
More than students. Yeah, they've become like a family, which is kind of cool.
But there's some unsung heroes that we don't hear about, or if we're aware of them, we take them for granted. And that's our Edwards caregivers. Now, if you are in crisis, whether it be a health issue or something else, these people are going to be there for you. Those of you who know me know that my wife Sue passed away 4 years ago after a 14-month battle of cancer. If you've been in a position, you understand that being a caregiver 24/7 is exhausting physically and mentally. The caregivers were a lifeline. Most weeks they brought food. They would call. They would ask if we needed anything. That kind of support is a life-sustaining.
In thinking about it, this church is very much our family, along with our biological family. We've seen some good times and bad times, but we've always moved forward and have always had a mission ahead of us.
They were there, day after day, week after week.
You know, here, take this stick, and you can break it, you know, very easily. Okay, now take 2 sticks. Can you break that? That's a little bit harder. Now take this bundle of sticks. You can't break that. So the more people that are doing that, you can overcome whatever the need is. And if everybody had that same spirit, I mean, this thing with the world would be. So we can do that a little bit.
And I've seen or heard of you guys going out to other people's houses to help out with problems there.
Yeah, we did. There was someone over in Rock Island. No, Moline. She had her basement had gotten water in it and things like that. So we went over there and helped to clean up the mess and things like that. So we kind of.
And on that, we just celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary, and the first place I thought to celebrate was among our congregation because they know us. We of course celebrated with our biological family as well, but again, I just look at this as our family too.
Absolutely.
At any rate, there's always a lot to do and a lot to pull us together.
Let us share that love with each other here in the room, and those of you online, love to you too.